the Antony Blinken thing was the final thing. So I'll start from the beginning, if you allow me. It started. Firstly, there was NBC. I think either they're American or Canadian.
I think they're American.
Which one
actually.
they are? Yeah. American, yeah. So it's like on
NBC is American.
It's the liberal side of the imperialist wing of the media. Yeah. So you have the Fox News on the one side, which is the right, and then you have the liberal.
They're both as bad as each other. So
yeah. Yeah. As Malcolm said, either way you get bitten, whether it's the fox or the wolf, either way you get bitten. So they hit us up with an email saying African streams being named in this report by Onyx, saying that you spread disinformation to 40 million African Americans. Do you want to respond to the allegation that you spread disinformation? Sent me the email on a Sunday evening, and he says you have by Tuesday to respond. Yeah. Then he said, ignore that previous email. You have by Monday to respond. Yeah. So you can imagine your faces are basically was my response. Yeah. So then I was obviously pissed because I just thought, you're going to say that we spread disinformation, but you haven't cited a single example of what disinformation we spread. How do we respond to an allegation without you explaining any specifics? It's like me saying, brother, do you want to respond to the allegation that you're a liar? The first question you'll ask me is, what have I lied about? Yeah. So we wrote a response, a very scathing response. And the response wasn't included in the article, of course. So then we published the response. Yeah. And when we published the response, it went so viral. It got reposted so many times that the journalist that wrote the piece had to put his Instagram and his Twitter on private. Yeah. So we were mentioned alongside the craziest group of. So we were mentioned alongside the Breakfast Club. I don't know if you know the Breakfast Club. Yeah. The Shade
Charlemagne
Room.
and them.
Yeah. Shade Room.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Reza Islam from the Nation of Islam. It's like the most random group of people.
All legit. Let's be clear. All legit black media outlets. Legit.
Sure. But they're also different to each other. You know, I respect many of those outlets, but we're all very different. The only one that they gave an example for was the Shade Room. Yeah. And they said the Shade Room said this and it wasn't true. That was it. And then the rest of the thing, they said the point of these outlets is to make people lose trust in the Democratic Party and not vote for Joe Biden, something like that. Yeah. So it was all. I'm building a picture here because it's all about the elections, the elections between Trump and Harris at the time. But at the time when the article came out, Biden was still the person that was running for office. And this idea that the Democratic Party is owed the black vote, and any media outlet that dares to be critical, we were critical of both. Yeah. Let's just be clear. You know, we're not no MAGA people. We hate both sides. But because the MAGA group doesn't follow us, I assume, or they saw us as a threat to the Democratic Party in an election year before an election. Yeah. So that was the first thing. So we smoked that journalist, Marquis. He put his thing on private. Empire tried, Empire failed. Yeah. Then came number 2. We did a report on how from George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden have all rained drones down on Somalia. Yeah. Yeah. We named exactly how many drones each president has rained. And we said, whoever gets elected in November, we can guarantee drones are going to rain down on Somalia. So Voice of America, which is US state-backed media, they did a response to us, a video and an article, yeah, saying African Stream distorts the truth on Somalia. Sorry. But because of what happened to the previous journalist, they couldn't find a journalist to put their name to it. Yeah. So the person, the author of the article, she had no digital footprint at all, which made me a bit suspicious. I was like, who is it? This person's first article is attacking us. That doesn't make no sense. And then one of my colleagues took a screenshot as soon as the article was up, and it was a different name of a Kenyan-based journalist. Yeah. So what that showed me is she didn't want to get the Marquise treatment. So she was like, put a name, and then was like, no, and went with an A-list, which is the greatest compliment to us. We did a response to that also went viral. Yeah. And then the YouTube video the Voice of America did, you could check the comments. They got ratioed, as the young people say. That's where every single comment underneath is saying, African Stream destroyed you guys. You guys are talking nonsense. No one is supporting what they're saying. So they failed. And I think at that point they were like, okay, we're not going to be able to just discredit this outlet. So we need to do something more. And that's when Friday the 13th, September, it was Friday the 13th. I woke up that morning. I told my wife, it's Friday the 13th. I don't like this day. And she said, that's Christian stuff. I don't think you believe in it. I was like, no, I don't. I just don't like that day.
Yeah, your guts were telling you.
Something was. My gut was telling me something is happening today. Friday the 13th, I'm going to an Eritrean wedding, ironing my trousers. And then I have a friend that works one of these mainstream media outlets, and he was watching. So he was told by his supervisor, you need to watch the press conference because Antony Blinken is speaking. Yeah. So usually press conferences are done by the press secretary. Yeah. Not like when Blinken comes, there's usually a big announcement. There's going to be a ceasefire in Gaza, the war in Ukraine. Something big is going to come when it's Blinken. So he was there watching live, thinking something big's going to happen. And they just said, they just mentioned us. We're the big news. It doesn't even seem real. It doesn't even seem real. Yeah. So he said that he went on our website and he says the African Stream digital platform, which has millions of followers across platforms, is secretly run by RT, is what he said. And then he went on the website, and on the website we say, giving a voice to Africans both at home and abroad. He says, he quotes the website and then he goes, in reality, the only voice they're giving is to Kremlin propagandists. Yeah. So my friend sends me this video. This is what I don't like about this whole WhatsApp age. Back in the day, someone would just send you a video like that. Do you know what I'm saying? They'd call you and say, my bro, like, where are you? Take a seat. Like, I've got some, we've lost that part. People just fire your videos, can just change your life. Yeah. So he sent me a video and I watched it. And I swear I thought it was AI. I called him and I was like, bro, this isn't funny. Like, why would you? His response was, I wouldn't play with you like that, bro. It's real. And everything just stood still. Life, I was just like, what the hell is going on? Where the houses come from? And then my wife was like, the taxi's arriving in 15 minutes. So I don't even have time to process this. Yeah. And then I go to this Eritrean wedding. Bear in mind, I live in Kenya. So a lot of people I haven't seen for a couple of years. I'm just like a zombie. People like saying to me, I'm just completely looking past them, just in a different world. I'm like, is this one of those multi-layer dreams? Like a dream within a dream. This can't be real life. This can't be real life. And then obviously I'm in the UK. My whole team is in Kenya. We have a correspondent in Burkina Faso, a correspondent in Nigeria. And the messages, my phones are going up. Everyone's looking for reassurance. What does this mean? Are we going to get in trouble? What does it mean? Are we going to get in trouble? Are we going to have to continue? Shall I look for another job? So I'm having to process this and try to reassure people at the same time with the same thing that we always say, nah, don't worry, everything's going to be okay, when I've got no idea if everything's going to be okay. But yeah, that was it. went spoke to some of my activist friends. They put me in contact with some lawyers. I'm like, surely we can sue them. Surely this guy isn't this like textbook defamation? And they said the problem is, had it been any other government, you might have had a case. But the US government will just say, oh, we're relying on intelligence files that we're not willing to disclose. So they could just say anything. The literally could say anything. They could say you're a terrorist.
Yep.
And say when you ask for proof, they'll just say, it's based on intelligence. So yeah, it was a crazy time. But something that my dad always told me is, whenever something happens, the first week after it happened is always the worst, and then things get better. Yeah. So I was just like, this is as bad as it gets. Let me just like try and just ride out this week. Yeah, and then within what was crazy, within 48 hours, our YouTube channel was taken down.
Yeah.
Within 72 hours, our Instagram channel was taken down. Within that same week, Twitter sent us a message saying we've been demonetized. We can stay on Twitter, but we've been demonetized.
Imagine that.
And then the following week, this one's the crazy one, our Gmail accounts were taken down.
What?
So all of the workspaces, Kaballo at African Stream gone, African Stream at Gmail gone, and here's the kicker: our G Drive, all of our footages. And you become complacent. You think you should back up everything on a hard drive, but you don't. The truth is, so we lost so much footage. The good thing is, because Twitter wasn't taken down, and we post so much on Twitter, we managed to just download a lot from Twitter and then reuse it that way. But all of the B-roll, all of the raw footages, all of that was gone. We were doing a documentary on Modibo Keita. We had to start that again from scratch. So many projects we had to start from scratch. We were doing a long project on Central African Republic. Had to start that from scratch. It was a mess. And then what else happened? The interesting thing that happened, Stanford Observatory, which is a university, the research department did a hit piece on us on the Sunday. So he said the message on a Friday. They did a hit piece on us on the Sunday. The hit piece was so detailed that they obviously had prepared it before Antony Blinken's statement, which showed some coordination. Yeah. And also they said numbers that weren't accurate. So they said, I think we had like 460 something thousand followers on YouTube. They said 450 something. So they had started writing when we were on 450,000 followers. So it just made you think this is like a coordinated attack. Do you know what I mean?
Glad you said that, yeah.
A coordinated attack with different cells up. TikTok as well took us down, which was a shocker, because obviously TikTok is allegedly Chinese owned. But then what we found out is, when Trump, I think it was in his first term when he was threatening to take TikTok down, they agreed to basically be regulated in the West. So that even though it's Chinese owned, it's controlled. I think I looked it up, like Denmark, Canada, and there was somewhere else where so the people that are regulating and deciding whether you get a strike are from these places. Which makes sense, because you can cuss out China all day long on TikTok, but you can't cuss out you can't cuss out the West, and you can't cuss out. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell.